Last night I did when I called you upstairs to watch The Butterfly Child.
When Heather West was 26 years old, her life changed forever.
I woke up that morning and I was numb from, if you cut me in half, the left side of my body was numb and tingly.
As a registered nurse, Heather knew this feeling was not normal, so she saw the doctor right away.
Back then, which was in 1996, I waited 3 months for an MRI, went for an MRI, and it was positive.
Doctors diagnosed Heather with multiple sclerosis, a disease that can cause extreme damage to your brain, a terrifying thought for the soon-to-be bride.
Everything is the unknown. You don't know at that point in time if you're going to be in a wheelchair. Am I going to have children? Is he going to have to look after me? Why would he want to marry me and have this burden, so to speak?
15 years later, Heather is now a wife and mother of 2.
There was years that went by that I didn't actually feel that affected by it until 5 years ago. And then I had another hit with MS. I was actually at work and people thought I had been drinking because my speech had been slurring. But the overwhelming fatigue, which no one can see, you just feel it yourself, and it was debilitating.
Considering herself fortunate, Heather says experiencing such extreme fatigue has been her biggest challenge.
I consider myself lucky because I'm not in a wheelchair, but to feel how you feel when you're laying in bed and your legs feel like they're 80 pounds each and you can't pull them out of bed that day or whatever, you know, it's hard.
Having to leave her career as a nurse due to the physical demands of the job, Heather joined the Shaw Saskatoon family almost 10 years ago.
Shaw was really, really supportive. Everyone from just my coworkers up to my managers. If I didn't have that support from everyone at Shaw, I mean, it's made it so much easier.
Aside from providing flexibility for Heather on her bad days, Shaw supports her each year through the MS Walk.
The MS Society, I think, is important because there is no one cure yet for it. We don't know what causes it. There's such a high incidence of it in Saskatchewan, and it can be such a debilitating disease to people that I think it's so important to open other people's eyes to what's actually going on out there.
And because MS affects every person differently, Heather urges community members to be empathetic.
There are things that are so debilitating, such as what I was feeling, you don't visually see, but that's what I was going through. And, you know, just be really compassionate to what people are going through, whether you can see the physical aspects of it or not.
For Go Saskatoon, I'm Janella Hamilton.
There's chicken here too.